It's the state's understanding that the further temporary order that this court rendered in December was based on mostly agreements of the parties. I believe we had actually reduced the amount of child support from the prior temporary order, which was a non-agreed child support review order. And my understanding of our setting today was to get a status update on Mr. Dulsky's employment. These prior orders also had him maintaining the private health and dental for the child.
All right, Ms. Johnson.
Your Honor, I believe that the only issues that we have is, as Ms. Bongot indicated, is just whether Mr. Dulsky has maintained employment or intends to maintain employment, and just an accurate calculation of the child support.
All right, then. Well, let's go ahead and see you get some. Mr. Delusky, sounds like this is going to be on you today, so we'll get that information. And hopefully, unlike the case I had to come back in and listen to this weekend, you haven't sold somewhere between $50,000 and $60,000 worth of gold, and have to claim that as capital gains, because believe me, that's different in child support cases anyway. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get some data, sir. And at this time, I'll ask both the parties at this time to raise your right hands where I can get you under oath, and we'll take it from there. So did you both solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, do you so also?
Yes.
All right, you're both officially under oath, and you can put your hands down, and I'll go ahead and let the state call you as witnesses, and then obviously you'll be able to be cross-examined by Ms. Johnson. And again, Mr. Lusky, at the end of the hearing, if there's something else you think I need to know that didn't come out in your general testimony, because you technically represent yourself, you're what we call a pro se litigant, you can tell the court that information so long as it's relevant, all right, and admissible. So at this time, I'll go ahead and let the state call your first witness. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Mr. Dulsky. Sir, what is your full name?
Shane Stephen with a PH, Dulsky, D-U-L-S-K-I.
And sir, are you familiar with both orders in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, since December when we had our hearing, has there been a change to your employment status?
No, ma'am. Just I'm enrolled in the VRE program, currently with the VA.
What does that stand for?
Veteran Rehabilitation and Employment.
And what exactly does that program do for you?
They get me into a different field, so they're paying for my college and everything else I need without using my GI Bill because of my disability rating.
What is that rating?
100%.
And no change to your daughter's health and dental coverage?
Now she still has the Scott and White plan, and then after a final order, I can actually get her into the DEER system. They did not accept her because it was a temporary order, but and then she'll have TRICARE as well.
And did they give you that information in writing or just verbally?
Verbally on post.
And does your daughter have an appointment to get an ID, or is she still considered too young?
Too young. They won't receive an ID until 12 to 13 years of age.
And sir, were you requesting a change to the amount of child support that we set beginning January 1 of this year?
No. I mean, I've been giving her 800 a month, actually, to be exact.
Yes, sir. But as far as the VRA program, does that mean you are currently enrolled in a program so you can go to another field?
Yes. Well, with a degree.
Okay. And so,
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me real quick. Sorry. So this program will allow you. They'll pay for college just like the GI Bill would, but you don't have to use your GI Bill. You can just use this and substitute for that, sir, and still keep all your GI Bill benefits. Correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, do they give you a monthly stipend while you're in school, like your GI Bill would, or are they just going to pay for the schooling?
They just pay for the schooling because I do online full time.
Okay, good enough. That's why I hadn't heard anyone testify to this in a while. I just want to make sure it's still the same. Thank you. You may proceed, Ms. Mongat.
thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Dulsky, when you say online, how many hours a week is that?
I mean, it's at your own time. I normally start about 9 a.m. to about 1-ish, 2-ish.
And how long have you been doing this, sir?
I got accepted into the VRNE program 2 months ago. Is it March? Yes, 2 months ago.
And sir, aside from your VA disability, do you have any other source of income at this time?
I don't do the whole under the table crap. I'm not about that.
Okay. And sir, if you were a college student or high school in the state of Texas, and before this court especially, we tend to look at 20 hours a week, assuming you've got that time to actually have employment. Is there any?
When they get 100% disability, I don't.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the kicker. So long as he's considered 100% disabled, yeah, I don't throw anything else above and beyond that until after he gets a new job. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. And sir, what is the particular degree you're pursuing?
Right now I'm in business marketing, business management, and then I am substituting also into paralegal.
And is that range normal, or is it just based on you not necessarily knowing what you want to go into next?
Oh no, that's what I'm wanting to do. I need to get out of the field that I was currently in, which was corrections, private security, law enforcement. I'm not doing that anymore. Just because tend to go overboard. We'll just put it that way. Tend to not be the best.
And sir, is there an estimated time of completion or date of graduation from this program?
Yes. I want to say it was 2027 January.
Okay. And so, sir, other than this becoming a final order whenever the court makes that determination and your daughter being enrolled in DEERS for TRICARE, you don't anticipate any other change until January of 27?
Correct. Yeah, I need at least associates.
And do you have any current degree at this time?
Nope, just a good old DD 214.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, I pass this witness.
All right, thank you very much. Your witness, Ms. Johnson.
Sure. I just have a couple of questions, Mr. Delsky. Last time we came to court, it was my understanding that you were attempting to find another job, and that's why we had gotten another setting. What happened with that?
I mean, if you want me to be honest, I had an incident that happened with outside of work, and I can no longer work in that field.
Okay.
And
so I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So that's why I'm learning, wanting to switch fields.
Okay.
Per se.
And I just wanted to ask you a little bit. You said business marketing and paralegal?
I meant business management. My apologies.
Okay, business management and paralegal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And is that something that you would be required to have an associate's degree for?
For in this area, it seems, yes.
Okay, so you've looked into some of those jobs and it appears to you that that's what's required in order for you to get employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And just to be clear, you said that this education will take you until January of 2027 to complete?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And until that time, you're still willing to pay the $800 a month that you've been paying?
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
If for some reason your employment were to change or your income were to change, would you report that to the Office of Attorney General?
Okay. Mr. Johnson, that's going to be part of the court order automatically. Yeah, when you
I was
go
going to
through
say,
it,
yeah, I'm not getting in trouble. That's court ordered.
I
know how that rolls.
All right.
And I want to see everything that he gets in this paper chase. Okay, I want the undergrad, the associate, the graduate, the MBA. If you get it, sir, I want to see it all. Okay, so all right, thank you.
Okay, I think those are all the questions that I have, Your Honor.
All right, anything else on redirect, Ms. Bongat?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Delusky, anything else you want to tell me, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Dillon, that's something you just said a moment ago that made my hair stand on the back of my neck because you can't no longer work in this field. You have not been criminally charged with anything, have you, sir?
I have. Well, I haven't
Okay,
been convicted.
huh?
I haven't been convicted. I have court tomorrow
Okay, I know
actually
you're
for
still
it.
innocent. What's the charge pending, sir?
Assault.
Sorry, I gotta ask, sir. What's the charge? That's pending charge. You're still innocent, sir. You haven't been convicted, but what have you been charged with?
Oh, I said assault.
Assault. Okay, sorry. You glitched on me there for a second. Sorry. Sorry
Oh,
about
my
that.
bad.
All right then. And which county is that pending in, sir?
Bill County, clean.
All right, thank you. All right, now does anyone else have a question on that? Again, obviously, I'm not going to let y'all go into anything into detail about that. So again, I don't want to have to give him his rights on this, but we do know what's pending and what he's doing right now. So, are there any other questions at this point, Ms. Bongat?
Briefly, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Dulski, I believe you were about to say when you have court on this matter.
Tomorrow.
Is that a final or is that a plea deal or anything like that, sir? Or is that just some type of initial court hearing?
It's an initial court hearing, like a docket call. So I have no idea if they're going to drop them, try and proceed, or
Okay.
anything.
You have counsel on this?
For if it goes to a trial, I will. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but you haven't asked for court-appointed counsel yet, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, any other questions, Ms. Bongat?
Yes, Your Honor, two. Sir, the person you are supposed to have assaulted, is that any person related to this specific case?
No.
And is that person a minor or an adult?
Adult.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, I pass this witness.
All right, Ms. Johnson.
I just have one more question, and this is just for my own edification, if that's okay, Your Honor.
No problem.
Do criminal charges, as far as you're aware, Mr. Dulski, affect your ability to collect disability?
They can if I'm convicted. Let's say I go to prison for longer than 60 days, the VA will stop my payments or jail.
Are you under, were you charged with a misdemeanor or a felony, if you don't mind my asking?
It's a misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor, okay. All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the judge forgets. I knew that already. So, but lay people, yeah, okay. All right, folks. So let me get a closing here, and let's see if we don't. Does everyone want to make this a final, or do we want to come back later to make sure there's nothing, no other hitches? But for right now, I don't see a reason to not make this a final. I'll order Mr. Dusky to update the state and the mother on any type of criminal conviction he gets or something along those lines. And obviously, if he leaves school and go back to work, that's going to be part of the court order also. But based on me putting that in there, I'll go ahead and let y'all make y'all's closing statements, and then I'll give him an opportunity to make a closing statement also. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'll start with the state and then go to Ms. Johnson. Thank you.
Your Honor, the state's request is that we go ahead and make this a final. Basically, the further temporary order finalized in full. While Mr. Dulski was correct, he's making $800 a month payments since this court changed the amount of support. Specifically, it was $710 current child support and $77 towards the retroactive judgment that was taken, and he remained responsible for his daughter's health and dental. With his testimony, the state would keep it at him maintaining it through another source when and if that can happen, whether it's the Scott and White or TRICARE as he's planning to.
All right, Ms. Johnson.
I don't think I have anything to add to that, Your Honor.
Mr. Dusky, anything else you want to tell me, sir, in closing?
Nothing to add. The only thing I have is my first charge, you could say, so I don't see myself being locked up or anything.
All right, well, you don't have to go into that, sir. If this is the first time
Yeah.
you're ever coming to charge, yeah, you're not going to, you're not going to lose your BA. You're not, and unless you do something to the judge, you're going to be okay. All right. So, yeah. So, anyway, I'm looking at going ahead and, like I said, making this a final, set it up as is. order you to make sure you give the mother any and all necessary paperwork, show the whether or not the child is going to be in the DEERS program, get the TRICARE set up. You're talking to a guy who had TRICARE to his second year of law school. So yeah, the only other thing I would advise you, sir, I was a business manager undergrad, but once I got to graduate school, finance people rule the world. So get that degree in finance and business finance. Okay, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're the CEOs of everything. All right. So they
Yes.
all right, because it's always about the money. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get this one set up. And of course, the court's going to waive court costs due to military service. And good luck with the circumstances. Hope they drop that tomorrow, sir. If they do drop that charge, be sure to reach out to. I think you have a way of contacting the state and the mom. But if they do drop it, I'm not telling you if they drop it tomorrow, let them know. But otherwise, just go ahead and take that to fruition and figure it out. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Anything else, Ms. Johnson?
No, sir, I think that's all.
Ms. Bongat?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to everybody. Don't go out and have too much good time at spring break because well, I'm too old for that. So that makes you but y'all go ahead and do what you need to do, you youngsters. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a nice one, guys. Be careful out there. We're off the record.